Welcome, everyone. I'm so glad you're here. So we're going to start off with a song. That's what we do. But we're not just performing it. We want you to participate in it. So think of it as an opening hymn, although it's nothing like a hymn. The theme for the month is the genius of magic, and this song fits. Let's sing together.
It is, Mark. Happy official last day of summer here at the Salt Lake Center for Spiritual Living, where transformation happens. I'm Linda Brewer, and I just love that I have the privilege of welcoming all of you here in the room with us and all of our community on Facebook and on YouTube. Love streamers, please say hi. And hey, if you're around one of these Sundays, come join us in person. That would be fun. Our center is a spiritual community that teaches a philosophy for daily living based on spiritual principles and practices that are universal among religions. We honor every pathway by which people seek to know and connect with the divine, and we work on our individual consciousness so that we can help make the world a better place. Let's say our promise statement together. We promise to embody love, compassion, and kindness everywhere we go, and to be the peaceful presence we want to experience in this world. We recognize the divine oneness in everyone and everything, including all creatures, Mother Earth, and the universe. We promise to be generous, sharing of our time, talents, and treasures. as we serve from the highest truth that love is the way. Recognizing and embodying this love for all, we help create a world that works for everyone. Thank you. Our theme this month is The Genius is Magic. And what a blessing it is that after a whole 3 years that we have Megan Sillito back with us. We're so very thrilled to have you here. Her talk, like her workshop, is called From Blocked to Brilliant, Stepping into Your True Magic. And for our special music today, I'm excited to welcome a new-to-us talent, Madelyn Hosch. So glad you're here. Our practitioners serving today are Teresa Martin, sharing a reading, a sacred time of silence before our centering music, and then she'll lead us in prayer. And our dear Farrell Zeman holding high watch, knowing throughout this service that the best and highest is unfolding as we share this sacred time together. Our 9:30 book study group meets each week in the first floor in the Retreat Center. It's focused this month on the literally hot off the press book by Megan called Living Magic, The Surprisingly Practical Choice. She was literally writing this up until the last minute. She did a lot of work to get this ready for us, and we're so happy to be able to use it this week. And she led the book study this morning, and I heard it was just awesome. So thanks for doing that. We do have copies available in the lobby if you want to pick one of those up. And I don't know, but I guess maybe she would sign one for you if you wanted her to. Yes, okay. She agreed. Do we have anybody with us for the first time today? If so, if you raise your hand, we'd love to welcome you. All right. If you haven't already done so, we have information for you about the center in the lobby on our hospitality table, and we have a gift for you, a copy of our Science of Mind magazine. And we affirm for all of you and everyone in the room this morning that you'll experience a blessing. And I know you well. Between our amazing band, Megan and Madelyn, it's just going to be a great Sunday. So, all right. As always, we have a very full calendar. So as I share more of what's coming up, just brief things, please remember you can always get lots more information about what I talk about and everything else about our center on our website, spirituallyfree.org. You also, when you're here, can check in. Our hospitality team in the lobby is available to answer your questions in person in the now moment, which is really the only moment we ever have. So take advantage of them while you're here. And all the flyers of what's coming up are on the hallway, so you can check those out too. All right, today, following the service and a light lunch for the workshop participants, Megan will be continuing to assist us to move from blocked to brilliant by stepping into our true magic. The workshop will allow Megan to help us to go more deeply into what she starts with her talk, I would guess. I'm speaking for her. She didn't tell me that. I think she's going to help us to step beyond concepts that we hold in our mind into a living experience of the divine brilliance we already carry. She'll help us to recognize our own magic, to release what's been holding us back, and let it transform every area of our life. I understand that in her book, Megan has found a very relatable language to help people in the world today put into daily use many of the same principles and practices that we teach here every Sunday, and that Ernest Holmes wrote about in the Science of Mind textbook, which was written over 100 years ago and is in a language that might as well be Greek for some of us. And so Megan has brought it into a modern day language, the concepts, and so I encourage you to take part in the workshop, get her book, and let her help us utilize that divine spirit that lives within each one of us that she calls magic. So it's fall, which means school's starting, and since we don't want to be left out, we have a new 6-week class that starts on Thursday, October 2nd. Reverend Cindy will be teaching from CSL's new curriculum, a class called Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life. This is one of the newer foundational classes that has replaced the old foundations class. It's a prerequisite for any of our other certificated classes. It's also the first step on the road to becoming a practitioner, if that's one of the ministries you feel called to. Or if you've never taken a foundational class, it will help you to go more deeply into the things we talk about on Sunday morning. And for most of us, our foundations class was where we really began to understand the concepts here, and where we made friends that have been our friends since that. I took that class 23 years ago and am still friends with people I took that class with. So it's a great way to help make this your spiritual home. It is a hybrid class, which means you can do it online or in person. So sign up as soon as possible so we can be sure you have the materials you need, and it's a really great thing. So, all right, we have a really exciting event coming up on Saturday, October 18th. It's an all-day affair. It's called Spark, which stands for Sacred Potential to Awaken Real Knowing. The day will include 5 inspiring speakers and facilitators who will share their inspiration and energy. One of those is Megan, so she'll be back with us that day. There's also a sound bath, a Chipotle lunch, and a chance to, all the speakers will have a table, and you'll have a chance to connect one-on-one with all of the speakers. There is a discount if you register early, so take a look at that information and sign up. All right, so as I always do, I remind you that our center was founded on and it is grounded in prayer. Our professional prayer practitioners wearing their stoles are trained in the art and science of affirmative prayer, and they are here to know for you the best and highest in your life. I know that all of us sometimes really struggle to see God in whatever's happening in our lives. And prayer with a practitioner can help you to know that and see that there is a purpose in what's going on in your life. If you've never had a prayer with a practitioner, I encourage you to do so. They will be in the hall in the room across the hall. They won't be in the hall. It's really crowded out there. But they'll be in the room across the hall, and they will be available to do an in-person prayer with you, and you can always submit a prayer request on the website or at the hospitality table. All right, so right now I invite you to settle in, allow Teresa's reading, the sacred silence, our centering music to connect you with that spirit that lives within, and then Teresa will lead us in prayer.
Good morning. I have an excerpt today from Megan's book, of course, Living Magic. The most powerful choice you can ever make is not about what you create. It is the declaration, I am the creator. By owning yourself as creator, you own everything in your life, not just victories, but also messes. You claim the shadows, the detours, and the so-called failures. And in doing so, you discover something infinitely more powerful when you say, I am creator. You tap into the very energy of creation itself. You are no longer a personality trying to manage circumstances. You are the universal creative force, alive in a human body.
The sunlight on my face. I feel the love of touched by amazing grace. And all I ever wanted, and all I ever needed, was already here. Closer than the sunlight, and nearer than the air.
I am so grateful this morning for the breath that allows us life, that breath that Megan is talking about, and for the air we breathe, because that is our life. I'm so grateful for this beautiful sunny day in Salt Lake City, and for each and every person here. The spirits of each and every one of you is a divinity that is sitting and expressing wholeness, beauty, courage, and fortitude. I am so grateful for each and every one of you, every soul that made it here today. I am grateful for all that it takes to have to put this service on. I am so grateful for the divine within each and everybody, and each and every one that puts their energy and effort, the volunteers, the music team, the RV team, the AV team, Reverend Cindy, the practitioners. There is so much to be thankful for on this day. So in deep gratitude, I give a blessing. I give love, courage, beauty, and all that is good in life to each and every one. So I am so thankful as I release this and let it be, as together we say, and so it is. Amen.
Beautiful. So I'm inviting you to sing with us again. This is a song that I believe creates magic. Sean Galloway is an amazing songwriter, and this is inspiring and it's contagious. There's magic in play, so let's play. Let's play.
Remember the feeling of love in this moment.
Thanks for playing with us. Oh, it's my pleasure to introduce this special music today, which you haven't met her yet. Maybe you have, but she's delightful. I can't wait for you to hear her sing. I have to read this because I just don't want to get it wrong. Madelyn Hosch. Wow. Okay. She shares her music with an intention to connect and uplift, to create space for reflection, healing, and joy. Her debut album, Purple Magic, is available everywhere. It's an invitation to confidently step into your vulnerability, your strength, your inspiration. Madelyn's greatest hope is that in her music you feel seen, encouraged, and renewed on your journey. Madelyn Hosch.
Thank you, Rick, so much for that introduction. I love that your theme this month is Genius is Magic. I've definitely experienced magic in my own life, and that magic has never happened for me unless I'm willing to step out and get vulnerable. And so this first song I will be playing a little bit later, but the song that I'll play right now is called Into the Dark. And I did write it specifically for this event so that I could, tap into what you guys are thinking about here, teaching about here. So, Into the Dark. There's a spark in the dark. There's a fire in a dream. And when I open up, often brighter than it seemed. Who am I to know? Who am I to know? Know the river, the way it flows. Know the mountains, where they go. Know the mystery of an open heart. As I step out in the dark, every moment is a doorway. Every thought is a key. When I step out in the current, I remember I am free, free, free. Who am I to know? Who am I to know? Know the river, the way it flows. Know the mountains, where they go. Know the mystery of an open heart. As I step out in the dark, so much pain in these times, so much rain in these eyes. Despite all of this, so much love that is real, so much willingness to heal. Because of this, I say, who am I to know? Know the river, the way it flows. Know the mountains, where they go. Know the mystery of an open heart. As I step out in the dark. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you.
That was so awesome. Thank you. I love that you wrote it for this, and it was just perfect. Thank you. Well, we haven't seen Megan Sillito for the last 3 years because she's been very busy, inspiring thousands of people to create meaningful, creative, and lucrative lives and businesses. She has a special way of helping ignite people's talents and genius and letting them see where these gifts can engage the world in a profitable way, doing it their way based on their unique skill set. Using universal principles and her own magic, she playfully introduces people to their own map to successful creation and then catalyzes them to turn up the potency required to follow it. She runs her own global transformation-based company. I cannot speak. Her signature event, Live Your Magic, has been in 8 cities and 4 countries. Her favorite pastime is having deep conversations with world changers, like you all. She has created hundreds of live and online programs on a wide variety of topics, including leadership, happiness, prosperity, creativity, organic workflow, and helping others create conscious businesses in their own unique way. She will also be one of the speakers at our Spark event on October 18th, and she's a whole lot of fun. Please welcome back Megan Sillito.
Woo, that's kind of an interesting thing, right? Am I on? Is anybody in here? Yeah. So I just wanted to just start out by taking a moment and to take you in your hearts, your magic, your greatness, your beauty. And I'm thinking, like, who must you guys be? Like, it pulls that song out of her and pulled a book out of me. I wasn't writing no book. But when they said, hey, we need a book, and they were looking at one of my older books, I'm like, well, things have changed. I've changed. And isn't that kind of like how truth is, right? It evolves as we do. We get more awareness as we grow, right? So I says to Cindy, what if I just write you a book? And she's like, and basically this is, they would need to have it in their hands 10 days later. Because I do stuff like that. Silly Megan, silly rabbit. But I have to say that there was something about her request and who all of you are that said, it's time. I've been a transformational leader for 30 years. I probably have 45,000 hours of coaching and training in like groups and one-on-one. And over the last couple years, there's been this body of work emerging from me. I mean, I'm trained in everything and their dog. Like, I've got so many trainings, you know, and I'm a weaver, and I've been bringing that together. It's part of my magic, is to go, ooh, that, ooh, what happens when you put that and that together? Ooh, right? Like, that's how I create. So when you asked, I was like, it's time. It's time to talk about what I know, what I've seen behind the curtain in deep, deep transformation and what it actually takes to go from here to over here. And so thanks for calling me out. Thanks for calling it out of me. I really appreciate it. And I have a little confession for Cindy, which is after I said it, I freaked out. And I didn't know what the heck to write. I just went blank. So I actually wrote it in 3.5 days, because for the first 5 days I was like, ah. And then it took about 1.5 days to typeset and edit. My team came in and swung in and saved the day at the last minute. So, who must you be? Who must you be? Now, sometimes we ask that question when a little doggy doo hits the fan. Well, who must I be? This mess is in here. For those of you who've read my book, you know the obstacle is the way. What the obstacle does is it says, hey, you're bigger than this. You are greater than me. And I'm here to call out some magic. Because I will guarantee you there's not a situation, there is not a problem in your life that you're not 1,000 times bigger than. There's nothing in this reality that can touch the power of you or me. Nada. But what we tend to do with obstacles, and kind of what we've been taught, especially by some of the very new slick marketing salesman transformational people, is that, if you were doing it right, everything would be perfect. You would have the money, you would have the car, you would have the soulmate, you would have all the things. That's if you were doing it right. Ha ha. That's not how it works, kids. We get to have all of the joy. We get to create and manifest our desires. Don't hear that, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying it occurs by your willingness to face an obstacle and go, hi, I see you, and play leapfrog. Become greater than it. What is it calling up in you? It's calling up something you haven't yet been willing to be, but in order to get through it, you have to be that. So it's like a little trickster going, come out, come out, come out, come out, come out. That relationship conflict, oh crap, there's no money in the bank, and health crises, all of it is saying, be more. Dance with me. Dance with me. You are magic. You have more magic in your little finger than any problem that has ever existed on this planet cumulatively. I got all preachy there. How am I doing? See what happens? My goodness. Hallelujah, brothers and sisters. I'm wondering if you would be willing to join me in stoking the fire of your greatness. Would that be all right with you? Teresa, you talked about the breath. You were being grateful for the breath. And that is one of my favorite tools to help people access their greatness, their magic. We'll be doing this. I'm going to go deeper into this in the workshop today. But right behind your belly button, there's a little white flame or pearl. In Qigong, they call it the pearl of consciousness, and other places call it different. But basically, why our umbilical cord was connected there is because of this really sacred, essential energy. It is our original life force, our original chi. Exists right behind that belly button, right between your back and about 3 inches back from your belly button. So when we're connected to that, we are connected to the entire cosmos. So this whole thing that a lot of spiritual people, me included, had about spirit or body. Spirit or body. Get here. Oh, but I don't want to leave my happy spirit stuff. Right? It's actually the way to spirit is through the body. Through this central pearl that actually contains the entire cosmos and your original life force. So by going deep into your original life force, you connect to the entire universe and all of its wisdom and all of its knowledge. Isn't that great? Now, the trouble is we also, guess where we carry fear? Right? When you get scared, where do you feel it? The belly is where the body sort of holds fear. So most of us don't go or touch or connect to that because of the layers of fear. So some of you might be going, yeah, Megan, that sounds great, but I never felt that greatness, magic. I don't know what you're talking about. This problem I got, it's real big, because let me give you an hour and I'll tell you how big it is, why it's bigger than me. And that's what we do, is we convince ourselves that it's bigger than us, and we convince anybody who would listen to us that it's bigger than us. Right? So, but really what's happening is we haven't been taught how to move through those fear layers. Those fear layers, as we talked about in book group this morning, are conformity, construct, pain, genetic programming, cultural programming, religious programming, everything that says, don't be you, 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 don't be you. Oh, don't say that. Don't get off the podium. So, one of the things that I find really vitally important is that we have to find a different way through fear. We have to find our brain is the least effective tool to deal with fear, or any emotion for that matter. But we're all trying to process it all up here. It's kind of like trying to dig a foundation with an ice pick. It's not the right tool. It's not, but what we do, we try to scare ourselves safe. Oh no, this bad thing, oh no, I'm getting older, oh no, what about my retirement, oh no, oh no, oh no. And it's just like this little 3-year-old playing with knives in there. Not useful, we've got it. How we metabolize fear is actually through the body. And when we move it through the body, then the mind gets clarity. There's a release of consciousness and energy and wisdom if we will but metabolize that fear. I would say I've probably been more scared than most people I've ever met. And for some reason, I just keep showing up. I had a guy at the very end of a workshop one time, and there was literally 1 minute left. I'm like, okay, if it's quick. He goes, oh yeah, it's quick. He said, how do you attribute your success in life? That was a short question. And I was like, what I loved about it is that I have 1 minute left forced me to find the gold really fast. And what came out of my mouth was, I keep saying yes to things I don't think I can do. I don't have any nice little process, 7-step, 8-key situations for you guys. But I do know how to help you get in touch with the core of you so that you can say yes to things you don't think you can do or change or shift. So I have, the guy that did my brain scan said if I could add a D and an H to ADHD, that'd be you. So I now call myself ADDHHD. So you might notice I have about 3 threads spinning around. I'll get back to them. One was the breath, remember? So I want you guys to start touching the little flame in your pearl. I want you to start connecting to it with me through the breath. And how we're going to do that is we're going to breathe into the belly. And when you do, I like putting my hand here so I can push it out like Buddha. Right? Buddha belly. Now, one hand on the heart. Because that core essential life force must be connected to the driver. So that's the power. This pearl in your belly is your power. It's your original life force and energy, right? But we have to push that power through the heart. So it has wisdom and expansion, and the power comes through love. Yeah. So kind of play yourself like an accordion with your breath. Those of you at home might want to stand up to get the full effect of it, and anybody can do that here. And you can do, you're just fine sitting too. Now, when you go in, imagine that you're starting a fire and you're blowing a little bit of breath on it. Like when you're getting the fire's just getting those embers going, and you go, and it goes like that. Oxygenate the fire in that part of your belly. Breathe into it. Stoke that fire. Let it come up. Some of you maybe, the way I first experienced the pearl was like a star in the night. That's how it started to show up, as a little sparkle. Sometimes it looks like a flame now, which is really cool, like a candle, like the base of the flame. And it's okay just to imagine it. If you don't actually see it. I'm not a seer, I'm a feeler, right? I very rarely get images. So I feel it. I feel the energy. I feel the pulsing of life force in that part of my belly. Now I'm going to ask you to do something a little tricky. I want you to unhook focusing out of your head. And I want you to drop and imagine you're looking out your belly. So I want you to take your center of focus and drop into your belly center. See, we think that this is where we operate from. It isn't. Well, it is, and we don't have to. See if you can drop your awareness to come from your core, to come from your belly. And it's okay. Like when I first started to do that, I mean, guys, I'm a recovering head case. And so when I first started to do this stuff, my head was spinning. I could only touch it for a second. And it's okay, because you got to start somewhere. Now, as you're breathing in, for those of you who aren't able to see it with your eyes, I want you to feel it, and maybe just with your imagination, see the base of a candle flame that's growing, and it's sending its light up through your torso, up through your chest, throat, and shining out of your body and being. Even if you can only access it for a nanosecond. That's your beginnings of connecting to the core of your energy and your life force. Anything that you have created in this life and everything that has been created on this earth was first energy before it was physical. We must start with our energy to create, but we must start with our essential energy. Not our dysregulation, not our dissociation, not our depression, but from true life force. Because you can do this regardless of what the hell is going on in life. You can find that connection to your power, to your source, to your energy field that you create from. And the more aligned we are, body, mind, and spirit, that makes our energy field really resonant and juicy. And then guess what? The field itself starts calling in what we require. Have you ever noticed that trees and flowers and all the things, they tend to get what they need? The animals, they tend to get what they need. Why is that? Because Humans are the only life force that can go against our nature. Isn't that great? Why did we sign up for that? Right? But when a thing is being its thing, when it's being its essential self, it gets everything it requires. Because in the field of the tree is the invitation for water and sun and receiving, and the entire universe organizes itself to meet the needs of the tree, to meet the needs of the dolphin and all of the different things. When our field is resonant with who we be, our power, our love, our wisdom, our intuition, it opens our field. And things can come in like we couldn't have made up or imagined or figured on our own. I mean, it's lovely to think of something and call it in. That's beautiful. But there's another level of creation. And it's about expanding so big into who we are that everything we need, known and unknown, shows up as we follow the whispers of creation. As we say, our only job, I think, really, is to get lined up with all this juiciness in here, to say, I want to go over there, and to not have clue one about how to get there. That's actually an indication that it's a really, really good place for you to look. If you know how to make something happen, it's probably not big enough. The cool shit is the stuff you can't go, I have no idea. I don't even know about that. And then we just start walking in that direction. As we get inspiration, as we get wisdom, we find ourselves getting on some weird phone call where we agree to write a book in 3 days. You know? You can't make this stuff up. You just can't make it up. And I'm here today because of that. I'm here because I follow that. Even if it looks impossible. Impossible, how it looks is none of your freaking business. How it looks to you is based on your constructs. If it looks impossible, yeah, that's the direction. That's what's going to engage life force. Because your life force was given to you to create miracles, magic. Your life force was given to you for something beautiful and deep and resonant. Choose worthy of it. Choose something worthy of your own essential nature. Anybody start feeling anything down here? Yeah. Awesome. Keep going, guys. Keep fanning the flame. In the workshop, we're going to dive in really deep. This is just a little taster of how we start connecting back up to our innate source of energy, which then it flows a clear line of energy through our heart, through our speaking, and through our consciousness. The reason the subtitle of the book is the surprisingly practical choice is most of what we see out there that we find problematic or in our own lives was actually created from rationalization and logic and from duality of right and wrong and good and bad. There's no happy ending when you're initiating from trying to find the right choice, trying to do the good thing, trying not to do the bad thing. There's no happy outcome for that other than more pain. We cannot get ourselves out of the fix we are in globally through logic or through rationalization. We have to go to a deeper power, a deeper knowing. We have to rise as the light and the power and the magic that we are. because that changes the frequency. And things, as we do it together, and that's what's so beautiful about a place like this, is because we're changing frequency together. Together we start a beam out into the universe of a different frequency, a different resonance. There's a different way to be. We cannot solve the problem from the same level of thinking that created the problem. And I'd like to say that we need to stop thinking altogether. We need to be and follow that. Now, that's not quite right. When the energy, because most of us are flipped, we have, our mind is supposed to be a yin energy. It's supposed to be quiet. And the fire, that most of us have going on up here, should be going on down here, because that's what powers your body and this life, right? When you're allowing the seed of your power to come from here, your mind gets quiet. And guess what happens when your mind gets quiet is whispers. We can hear the whispers. We can hear inspiration. We get that creative idea. Oh, gosh, what about doing this? What about doing that? So that kind of thinking is useful. Thinking called, let's solve this, is a 3-year-old with knives. It is not safe, and it doesn't end very well. I've noticed. For myself, as I said, I'm a recovering head. But we have to be willing to actually transmute the fear. That's how we begin to unblock. Because it's like we're peeling back the layers that have been on the light, that have been laying on the light. And as we do that, the more we feel that flow, that connection to ourself, to source, and it can shine through our whole being. So thank you for calling my greatness forward, for calling more of me forward. And I truly mean that. Who knows when that book would have got written? For reals. With the ADHD squirrels. You know? So, from the bottom of my belly, I thank you. And thank you for giving me the space to share my knowing with you. Thank you. Okay, so I am to lead a prayer right now, which then comes into the offering portion of our session here today. I leaned over to Cindy. I was like, who am I supposed to be praying to? And she's like, God, Allah, you know, all the things. And so I love that so much, because I have a fairly consistent, being ADHD, journaling practice where I talk to God. But I call God G. Grace, God, Goddess, greatness, genius. So I'm going to pray to G, if it's okay with you. Dear G, thanks for having us over. Thank you for being ever so patient with us as we grow and learn. Pull our head out of the mud. Thank you. Thank you for living in us, for talking to us all the time, even though we plug our ears most of the time. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for being kind. Thank you for knowing that we're still here and still asking and still seeking and reaching for more. Thank you for never leaving us. Thanks for never leaving us. When we're idiots, when we make mistakes, when we fall down, when we hurt ourselves and we hurt others. Thank you. Thank you for staying, no matter what. Thank you. And may the grace that you are bless us today and throughout the weeks to know that it is inside of us, to know that it is simply allowing ourselves to let go of who we are not, simply following, that it is meant to be gentle, it is meant to unfold. Please help us let you in strong enough and big enough to know how easy this can be, how beautiful, how divine. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Amen. Reciprocity, the infinite gifting and receiving of life. The trees, as you walk through nature, there's simply this natural exchange of energy. We breathe in oxygen, we give the tree our carbon dioxide, and it's all good. There is an exchange in everything, and in fact, our bodies live in the infinite gifting and receiving of all that is. There is a natural reciprocity that happens. When you withhold your giving, you withhold your receiving. And when we withhold receiving, we withhold giving. And then we're all just a tangled web of crap. So I invite you to give what's in your heart to give. If money isn't that, what can you give of your heart? Of your time? What can you give in that infinite exchange? Hi. Thank you so much. You would help? Yeah, okay. Yes, thank you. I'm going to bless the money now. I'm going to bless the money. Hi, money. Hi, money. Hi, money. Hi, money. Hi, money. Thank you for gifting us with the invitation to become all we are meant to be. Thank you for asking us to choose from our power, from our creatorship. Thank you for blessing our lives and feeding our bellies, giving us roof over our head, for a good donut now and then. Thank you. Thank you. I bless this money for all of us, that in this gifting and giving, we receive 10,000-fold. And then we gift and we receive and we gift and receive. And it goes on and it goes on and it goes on the way the universe intended. Thank you, money. Mm-hmm. And so it is. So be it.
let's hear another song from Madelyn Hosch.
It's been wonderful to be here with you guys. The last song I'm going to share with you guys is called I Am Not Alone. And it was requested by Amanda, actually. So, but I do think it fits quite well because it really talks about the danger and the blessing. So the dangers of not staying in the present moment and the blessing of being in the present moment. When we go into the past, we cannot be accompanied. Where in our minds, we're stuck in here, right? And when we go into the future, we are alone. We right here in our heads and we're alone. And we can feel very lonely with that kind of mentality always. So the first verse is about staying here in the present moment and not thinking about the past. And the second verse is about not going to the future. And when we're in the present moment, we can stay together. We can be with others when we're present, and then we're not alone, and we can enjoy the blessings of feeling that. So
there are 2 days that I never wanna live in. One is yesterday, but I pet it like a kitten. Then it bites me and it fights me, locks me up in its prison. I got my eyes fixed on the ever-destined present. The past and my mistakes don't need a reassessment. In a circle, no reversal, not a single act. I am not alone, taking one day at a time. Sing it with me, I am not alone. Gonna make this day mine. Sing it with me, I am not alone. I am not alone. There are 2 halves to this ever-seeking villain. Caution that this path is about to be a killing. That's the future, flirting with her, gonna cost you a shilling. She makes the pain real and it hasn't even happened. Take a bodyguard, 'cause you're about to be assassin. And the kill round can be shut down. Look at me in my eyes. I am not alone, taking one day at a time. Sing it with me, I am not alone. Gonna make this day mine. Oh, I am not alone. I am not alone. Oh, I am not alone. I am not alone. Then I think to myself, can they really help? Can they understand the darkening land, the darkening land? Then comes a thought, there's hope still unknown, and I won't give place for the destroyer of my soul. Sing it! I am not alone, taking one day at a time. Oh, I am not alone, gonna make this day mine. Sing it with me, I am not alone. I am not alone. Sing it with me, I am not alone. I am not alone. Oh.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Madeline Hosch. You are coming back here. What a powerful presence and voice and wow. Wow. And Megan, dang girl. That was such a good message. I have 1,000 questions, so I can't wait to attend your workshop. There was a lot of shifts just sitting there holding my belly. And, that pearl, at the center, it's covered with a bunch of fat. And I actually had the thought, fat is fear. It's a protection. I've heard that before, but this is the first time I've really looked at it that way. Anyway, so many gems in that talk. Dang. So look forward to that. Look forward to that. We'll have a light lunch, right? And then a workshop downstairs in the retreat center. That's on the first floor, room 102. And I feel called to say anybody who doesn't want to go or doesn't feel like they can go because they can't afford to donate, I will help you. I will help you be there. I will let you be a part of that. Don't clap for me. I just felt stirred up. It's not me talking. I don't know who it is, but no, please, oh, please take advantage of that. Oh, man. If you'd like a prayer after this service, seek out one of our practitioners. They're wearing purple stoles. They'll be across the hall. And just a minute or two, you just say what you want. Don't go into your story a whole lot. There are times for that, and feel free to make an appointment with a practitioner if you'd like to dig in deeper. But just for a quick truth about yourself, they can know that for you. Take advantage of that. Lots of cool things to get excited about this week and next month. I wanted to say something about the volunteer dinner. If you've volunteered, we rely so much on our volunteers to make this place run. There is a volunteer appreciation dinner that Reverend Cindy is hosting. Just
Cooking.
Yeah. What? Yeah, she's cooking. Yeah, she's cooking and everything. We'll have a really nice program. If you have questions about that, I know there's a sign-up sheet and some more information, but it's at their clubhouse, right? And please, that's Friday night. Let us love on you for all that you give to us. I hope to see you there. And I just can't wait for this workshop. I don't even care about eating. I want to feed on what she has to say. Anyway, let's stand and we'll sing our closing song.
Rick, speaking of eating, there's a Food, Fun, and Friends event tonight that
yeah.
Del Ann and I are going to be playing music.
Yes, yeah, well, look forward to that. It's a great food, fun, and friends event. I don't know if there's any more tickets to that available, but okay. Okay, there's one ticket available for tonight's concert over at another clubhouse here in Murray, featuring Delanne and Rory, sharing some music, a nummy Italian dinner. So if you're interested in that, see Cindy. I guess she has a ticket available. So anyway, let's sing. This is a great song. Let's embody it.
I can change the world with my own two hands, make it a better place. With my own two hands, make it a kinder place. With my own two hands, with my own two hands. I can clean up the earth with my own two hands. I can reach out to you with my own two hands, with my own two hands. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. I'll make a brighter place with my own two hands. I'll make a